All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become...
Wrong! Or was he? Yes! Yes, of course he was. Solidus was evil. And he failed. Boo this sad, sad man. Everyone forgets about him. And we even forgot about him ourselves in an earlier video that we did. Link is right there if you haven't watched it already. Solidus remains the forgotten son. But right now, in this small moment, we wanted to give him a moment. If the two of us here at TK&M could give him a few minutes, well,
They got my eye!
we think some of you might want to give him the time of day too. Now I know we just totally dissed him in the beginning, but honestly now, let's break down what Solidus is made of. Just for a second, let's go back to the beginning. Solidus was the third product of Les Enfants Terribles, a true clone. He, like his brothers, were created without the ability to reproduce. Now, that fact hung over Solidus's head heavy. He felt, without being able to have any heirs, any children, what kind of a legacy would he be able to leave? Unlike normal people who understand that the legacies you leave could be through the relationships that you have with others, or the work that you produce, or perhaps even by the interactions that you have with strangers, Solidus felt, oh no, I have to see whether nature versus nurture is true. And he kidnapped a child and made him a child soldier. Why is it that everyone who wants to leave a legacy wants to leave a mean one? Like, why couldn't Solidus build a school for kids?
What is this?
A center for ants? What?
How can we be expected to teach children to learn how to read if they can't even fit inside the building?
Derek, it's just a...
I don't want to hear your excuses! The center has to be at least 3 times bigger than this.
Solidus was brought up in the world by the Patriots. And as we all know, the Patriots have produced some of the most mentally sound and nice people in their time. Solidus grew up knowing his father, knowing his role that was given to him by the Patriots. The Patriots even entrusted him to become the president. There's no clear timeline on exactly when the shift occurred, or if it was always within Solidus, but Solidus began to harbor feelings of resentment against the Patriots. He began to idolize George Washington and began to see his own actions as a parallel to what George Washington experienced in America's fight for independence. It's easy to understand why Solidus would idolize George Washington. George Washington was able to rise through the ranks, challenge the government that ruled over the American colonies, and ultimately led the country and prevailed in the American Revolution. George Washington was well-liked, respected, triumphed over his early life, and also had no children. George Washington was able to leave a legacy without actually leaving any heirs. Solidus sought to have the ABM Treaty signed while he was in office in order to have that, at least, go in the history books. He then orchestrated Shadow Moses and the Manhattan Incident in order to begin his coup and to create a new America, free of the control of the Patriots. Realizing that ultimately all of his actions were orchestrated by the Patriots through the S3 plan is honestly such a sad scene in Metal Gear Solid 2. He just starts shooting Ocelot. Man can't even find the words to express his rage. While calling Raiden a puppet of the Patriots, Solidus continues to be one as well. His whole life, he's been under their thumb. Taking a step back to look at Solidus's journey, he was ultimately right, and the first character to fight back against the Patriots under the guise of freedom for all people. Solidus thought killing Raiden and a few others was a necessary evil to secure the freedom for all people. It's kind of like that trolley problem where Solidus is at the controls.
I am your foster father and your worst enemy. Why?
Solidus isn't perfect, and he's plagued by the horrors of his past, terrible choices, and the trauma caused by the Patriots. He is, however, the first character to fight back against the Patriots for a cause that isn't entirely selfish. I'm looking at you, Big Boss. So, to wrap it up, positives. He has a cool suit, and it gives him extra muscles. He wears Heelys, main enemy in one of the best video games of all time. Created Raiden, was right about wanting to get rid of the Patriots, and actually tried to do it. Negatives. He kills Olga, he traumatized the hell out of Raiden, failed at getting rid of the Patriots, not really a great leader or well-liked. Forgettable. Sorry about your legacy, pal.
Let them have it.
Solidus, you are the forgotten son. But today, and just today, we salute your attempts. Rest easy, buddy.